So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Before we go any further, we're going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash. All right, Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father, whom the word ignorantly know is God, Jehovah, and Yahweh. Yahweh Shai is the name of his only begotten Son, our King, Lord, and Savior, whom the word ignorantly know as Jesus Christ. Ba'ashem, HaKodash is in the name of the Holy Spirit, and it's the inspiration given to us to edify only those that have been given the ears to hear. All right? Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the believers that subscribe to this truth wholeheartedly through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. To you, we say Shalom. All right, we're the brothers here from the Great Millstone Memphis Church. And we just got a topic going through the spirit of prophecy, dealing with the book of Revelation, the 17th chapter. All right, the admiration of the great whore will soon be no more. As you see the title of the live, you know, we just want to get into it. Lord, will you be edified? We're going to start with the Google meaning of the great admiration of the whore. And we're going to see what it say. Now, let me show you how you go piece by piece with this. Because I screenshotted what I Googled. So it's already set up in there. Yep, so we're just gonna go from one section to the next and read that information. All right, so when you get here, you can just go to the next screenshot. That's the second part. And then that's the third part where we'll finish. It's right there. Yep, we'll finish right there. All right. Yep, so the admiration of the great whore. All right.
All right, this is the admiration of the great whore in the AI overview. The admiration of the great whore is a phrase found in Revelation 17 of the Bible's New Testament, which describes the whore of Babylon, or Mystery Babylon the Great.
And that whore, right, of Babylon, Mystery Babylon the Great, is indeed America. And in this lesson, you know, it's our intention to prove that, but we know it will only be received it will only be received by those who have ears to hear. Go ahead.
The awe and wonder shown towards this figure represent the world's astonishment at her immense power, wealth, and influence.
And this is a very key point. All right, so let's notate that. We're going to read that part again. This is a very key point to understanding the mystery of who this great whore, all right, Babylon the Great is.
All right. The awe and wonder shown towards this figure represent the world's astonishment at her immense power, wealth, and influence.
There you go. So, health, power, influence. Wealth, power, influence. Go ahead.
Even though she is an evil entity.
Even though she is an evil entity. Now, before we go any further, let's look up this word entity real quick, just to get some understanding to those that might not understand what an entity is, right? So what is an entity?
This is an entity in the online etymology, 1590s, being a thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Just read what. Just read straight through what it says.
Right.
We'll extract through spirit what's, you know.
Being from late Latin, entitem, nominative entatus, from ens, genitive entis, a thing, proposed by Caesar as present participle of esse, be, to render, Greek philosophical term, to on that which is, from neuter of present participle of einai, to be, from pi root S to be, originally abstract, third person singular, present indicative of be, Old English is, from Germanic stem is, source also of Old High German, Gothic, Old Norse, from pi, third person, singular form of root, to be.
So it says to be. Go ahead. Wait. You didn't have to go to the etymology on it, but since you're there, let me show you how to extract what you're looking for. So that's a non-entity. So when you get here, it says to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says being,
Yeah.
right? Being, a
Yeah.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Proposed by Caesar as present participle be, okay? So it says is, but let's go to the simple Google definition.
All right. Cool.
Yes, if I don't ask for it in the etymology, you can just give me the simple Google definition of entity.
All right. This is a entity in the Google.
So it's entity in the means, right? So let's go back to the article from the AI, right?
All right.
And read that part again.
All right.
Dealing with entity.
All right. The awe and wonder shown towards this figure represents the world's astonishment at her immense power, wealth, and influence, even though she is an evil entity.
She's an evil entity, an evil being, right? But we're going to get the word entity as it is in modern terminology, right? What is an entity?
All right. In the Google
because
dictionary,
remember, this is allegory. This is symbolic.
Mm-hmm.
This woman represents something else, okay? It's not talking about an actual woman in Revelation, right? The woman is a vision that John the Revelator had, was shown of something else. It represents something else. She represents something else. Go ahead.
a thing with distinct and independent existence.
A thing with distinct and independent existence. Distinct existence. A thing with distinct and independent existence. See, that's what we want. Go ahead. Keep going, though.
Existence, being, organization,
Organization,
institution.
institution. Organization, institution. Okay? So it's not talking about one person or a woman or a man. Okay? It's an organization, an institution. That's what I wanted. Unless you got more on there you want to read or share.
This a little bit it was a question asked. What do you mean by entity?
Mm-hmm.
And in the AI overview it says an entity is a thing with a distinct and independent existence, such as a person, organization, object, or concept.
There you go. There you go. So now we're gonna go back to the admiration of the great whore overview, right?
Okay.
Let's go back there.
All right. So next is a symbolic description and meaning.
Right, because it's symbolic. All right. It's letting us know that this great whore, which John the Revelator was in great admiration of, all right, is symbolic for something else. So let's continue.
All right. It says, in a vision, the apostle John sees an angel show him the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Mm-hmm.
The passage describes her opulent appearance in association with a symbolic name, political power over peoples.
Political power over peoples.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Political power over peoples. And what entity has political power over peoples? Well, there's more than one,
Mm-hmm.
all right? But for the sake of this lesson, we just gonna hit the nail on the head with the hammer. America.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, it said immense wealth, power, and influence. So this place would have, as the terms of great, right? But you're gonna look the word great up in the Blue Letter Bible when we go back to the scriptures. Great deals with number one in rank, power, influence, authority. Go ahead.
Political power over peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues, and the kings of the earth in her persecution of saints and martyrs. She is also depicted as sitting on a scarlet colored beast.
She is also depicted as sitting on a scarlet colored beast, which this scarlet colored beast also is representative of something. Go ahead.
Which symbolizes a major pagan empire.
Which it symbolizes a major pagan empire. That's key. Okay? But this is a revelation of a future empire. And Revelation 17 goes into it. As we get back to the scriptures, we're going to give you insight on. Go ahead.
Historical and modern interpretations.
Historical and modern interpretations. Go ahead. This is another part of the breakdown. Historical and modern interpretations.
The figure and the admiration she receives have been interpreted in various ways.
But there's only one interpretation. And I'll get a precept on that note, right? This is a Shalom, brother. You can just hop right in. Hey, this is 2 Peter. Second Peter 1 and 20. Because he said it's been interpreted, right? So read that part again.
The figure and the admiration she receives have been interpreted in various ways.
1 Peter 1 and 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit. And what does 1 Corinthians 14 and 32 tell us? If you want to grab that, I jump right in on that. Because the scriptures tell us also in the book of Ecclesiastes that there is no new thing under the sun. Okay? The thing that hath been is that which shall be. Okay? Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
Right, so the prophets back then got the visions, all right, of a future kingdom that would be great in wealth, right? It said wealth, power, and influence, immensely great, right? And it was a mystery back then to be solved by the spirit of those same prophets that saw the vision back then. In this time, for it to be made known, okay? So now the prophets that are back here today, all right, are the same prophets that were back then, saw the vision of this whore, saw the vision of mystery Babylon the Great. But if it was plain to everybody, it wouldn't be a mystery. If everybody could look in the scriptures and see, hey, America written right here plain in the scriptures, then it wouldn't be a mystery at all. All right? And it's also the purpose of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for this thing to be sacred. This is what makes this truth so precious, because this is sacred knowledge, divine from the Most High, and there's only one true interpretation of this Bible, which you can only receive through faith and the Holy Spirit. Okay? So we can go back.
All right, this is historical and modern interpretations, again, in the Google. The figure and the admiration she receives have been interpreted in various ways. Many scholars view the whore of Babylon as a representation of ancient Rome due to symbolic parallels like sitting on 7 mountains, which is often linked to Rome's 7 hills. Its wealth, commercial dominance, and persecution of Christians. Other interpretations see her as symbolizing any corrupt and seductive system that leads people away from the Most High through materialism and moral decay.
But it's not any corrupt system. It's a specific corrupt system. This is talking about a specific nation, a specific entity, a specific organization with power and authority, man. Read that part again from the top of that paragraph, not the whole paragraph, but that last sentence of information.
Other interpretations see her as symbolizing any corrupt and seductive system that leads people away from the Most High through.
And this is what America does. Okay, it's a corrupt system that leads specifically Israel away from the Most High. Go ahead.
Some
Hey, kind of turn your chair so you can have a
Some historical and modern groups have identified her with the Roman Catholic Church, though this is a less common and often criticized view. The prophecy and often
which the Roman Catholic Church, it is a part of the beast system. You know, it is a part of, you know, the revelation that John had, you know, which when you go into, I believe it's Revelation 20, okay, the false prophet. The false prophet is actually symbolic of the Roman Catholic Church. Go ahead.
The prophecy also suggests that the powers that support the whore will ultimately destroy her, indicating the self-destructive nature of evil.
Yeah, the self-destructive nature of evil, right? Meaning you reap what you sow. If you'll get that, he that plowed the iniquity, he that sowed wickedness, he plowed iniquity, reap the same. Okay? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. And this is how this so-called nation of America was established, upon the means of the sword, killing, stealing, and destroying, rape, robbery, and murdering, right? And if you'll go to my page, you can go ahead and bring that information out. If you go to my page,
this is the book of Job, chapter 4 and verse 8. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness,
they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness,
reap the same.
Reap the same. So AI's overview and interpretation of that was on point. They will be, the beast is going to turn on the whore. All right. So we're going to get into the scriptures, but on the note of the beast turning on the whore, we got a short video, all right, which I had uploaded to my page earlier this morning. The brother's going to show it on the camera real quick.
The United States is part of a group of nations that are allied. Well, these days I have to qualify that. We're allied. They're called the G7. It's the United States, Canada, Japan, Britain, France, Italy, and Germany. That used to be the powerhouse center of the world in the second half of the 20th century. If you add up the total output of goods and services of the G7, the United States and its major allies, it amounts to about 28% of the total output of our planet. Now I'm going to mention another group, the People's Republic of China and their allies, who have a name. It's called the BRICS. What is the total output of goods and services of the bloc of China and its allies, the BRICS? Answer, 35% of world output. That's already a much bigger economic unit than the United States and its major allies. It's over.
It's over.
The United States is part of a group of nations.
It's over, man. And the way America is going to be ended is by losing that influence and losing that power of dominance in the earth that it achieved. Okay? The beast is ultimately what gave America its power. The beast is symbolic of the Roman Empire. Okay? The ancient Roman Empire is ultimately extended in this time, and it's going under the identity of America. Okay? So we want to go back to Revelation 17. If you want to read for us, and that information that I had on that next part is dealing with ChatGPT, right? Some questions that we asked ChatGPT, but we're gonna get into the scriptures and we're gonna get back to the information from AI. Because see, the Lord, He's pouring out His Spirit on the earth right now. The scriptures say knowledge shall be increased. So the mystery is easier to solve now than it would have been back then when the prophets were getting visions, when they didn't know the terminologies that we have now. They didn't have understanding of certain futuristic concepts, you see. But now those ancient visions are now plain through the modern eyes, which the prophets possess now. Go ahead, bro.
So this is Revelation 17 and verse 4. And the women and the woman, Salaki, was arrayed. It says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold, and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
Yep.
Verse 5.
Where you at, verse
4? I just read
verse 4.
Yep.
All right.
Read again.
Yeah, read it again.
Good. This is Revelation 17 and verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold, and precious stones and pearls,
Yep.
having a golden cup in her hand.
Yeah. Having a golden cup in her hand, right? And that's key. Okay. Go to follow him along in the blue letter until we get there. Let's all read the scriptures together. You go into these prophetic scriptures, you want to have your eyes on the words as brothers are reading. Right? So and pull it up in the blue letter and look up golden cup. Okay? Alright. Go ahead.
And it says and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Yep.
So the brother gonna get the word golden cup. Yeah, we probably gonna have to relocate it, bro. But it's all good. We'll keep going for now.
It was 18.
17.
Yep, 17 and verse 4. Yep, golden cup. Let's see what it say there.
This is golden in the online in the blue letter
Bible.
The blue letter G5552. Golden, made of gold, overlaid or covered with gold. All right, let me go to cup.
Yeah, cup. See what it say.
This is a cup in the outline of biblical usage, G4221. A cup, a drinking vessel, a metaphor, one's lot or experience.
There you go. There you go. See, it's a metaphor for one's lot or experience. Okay? So the golden cup represents the experience that this whore gives nations. It represents the experience. What did Jeremiah 51 say? Right? We're going to get it. We're going to let you finish. You can load up Jeremiah 51.
All right. One's lot or experience, whether joyous or adverse. Divine appointments, whether favorable or unfavorable, are likened to a cup which the Most High presents one to drink.
Woo! See, the Most High presents one to drink.
Like,
So
this is your cup.
This is your cup. The Lord set this up for America to be, all right, that well-favored harlot. You know, where it say for the sorceries of the well-favored harlot. You know, because it's all smoke and mirrors when you really tap into the system of America and what it pushes forward is dressed up like something desirable. You know, it's
Yeah.
dressed up like something to be desired,
Yeah, worth having.
worth having.
Mhm.
You know, but then when you get that experience, you see it's not a favorable experience, especially for the Lord's people. Okay, it's only favorable for those that do wickedness.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Get that Jeremiah 51.
All right, this Jeremiah 51, got started at verse 6.
Yeah, you start all you want.
All right, it says, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her
See,
iniquity.
be not cut off in her iniquity, which that's what that cup is filled with.
Yep.
If America dresses iniquity up in a pretty package, you know, and glamorizes, you know, that package. You know, so when you see it, you want it.
Yeah.
And then when you open it up, you're like, man, this some bullshit.
Yeah.
This ain't, you know,
Like fortune and fame.
it's, yep,
You know,
yep,
you get it, you be like, man.
yeah, yeah. And you see that, you know, with these celebrities of our people in the Hollywood industry, the acting and entertainment industry, you see that. Go ahead.
And it says, be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
This is the time of the Lord's vengeance. So this nation was set up specifically for the Lord's vengeance and wrath to be poured out upon.
That's right.
That's why he allowed it to be built up so immensely wealthy, powerful, and influential. To chime in.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, he will render unto her a recompense.
Yup.
Yeah, part of her lot.
Yeah. So here you see it's identified as a her again. All right. Which is referring back to the whore, even though Jeremiah wrote his portion before John the Revelator. You see how it was consistent? John the Revelator came years after Jeremiah the prophet, the spirit of the prophets, subject to the prophets. That's proof in the pudding right there. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 7, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
Yep, made all the earth drunken. Go ahead.
The nations have drunk of her wine.
See?
Therefore the nations are
Yeah,
mad.
they drunk of it because they saw the cup. They was in astonishment. They admired that cup. They wondered, you know, after this woman and the gold cup she had in her hand, you know. But what happened when they drunk of the cup? Go ahead.
It says, therefore the nations are mad.
Right.
Babylon, verse 8, Babylon
You can
is...
stop there.
Come.
That was the point. The nations are mad. Right? We might come back to it, but just for sake of the point to be made is they have become mad from drinking from this cup. Right? When you go to mad in the etymology real quick, right, it's going to tell you disorderly in intellect. And then you get intellect behind him, you know, because now you really understand what it is that the Lord requires for you to ultimately obtain salvation. All right, it's intellect. Well, people on the earth don't know what real intellect is because they've drunken from the cup of Babylon the Great. And that's their purpose. That's why Babylon the Great was set up. So you will not have the intelligence to know who the true power of the earth is, right? And what your purpose on this planet is really about. And it starts first and foremost, the knowing starts first and foremost, all right, with the nation of Israel, the elect. Okay, go ahead.
This is mad in the outline of biblical usage. Halal H1984 to shine.
I don't know. I said in the etymology.
Oh,
Yeah, then you got intellect already loaded, right? Because it's gonna say see intellect, I believe, when you look at mad. But go ahead.
this is mad in the online etymology, late 13th century. Disordered in intellect,
Yeah, disordered in intellect.
demented, crazy, insane, out of one's mind.
Out of one's mind. Yep. And see what happened is when John the Revelator, when he saw the woman, he got in that spirit.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it seduced him.
Yeah.
You know, which the prophets were seduced by this woman. You know, we had to come. That's why I say come out of her. We had to come out of, like, we had to snap out of this shit.
Yeah.
You know, that old weak ass patriotic spirit. You know, they make you think that this place is such great and it was built on Christian principles and, you know, God loves America and all of that. You know, when the God of this world is Satan.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Go ahead, bro. Intellect.
All right. Well, this is intellect on the etymology online.
Because the key point for Matt was disordered in intellect. Go ahead.
It says intellect, a noun, the sum of the cognitive faculties, except sense or sense and imagination, the capacity for reasoning truth.
The capacity for reasoning truth, man. All right, it should say see intelligence. Yep. So you click on intelligence.
It says the highest faculty of the mind.
The highest faculty of the mind. Which, if you got the highest faculty of the mind, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. That means everybody else is underneath you. So the being, all right, the ultimate entity that has the highest faculty of the mind is the Most High. But these people will have you believe that they are on the same frequency with the Most High when you're on the frequency with Satan, which is adverse to the mind of the Most High. That's the American way. The American way is to deceive you, to have you not be able to use the highest faculty of the mind, which ultimately comes from this Bible. But you have to have the Holy Spirit with it. That's why they use the Bible, because they know.
Yeah.
They know that they know the most powerful way to deceive the masses of the people is to have them believe that they are a God-fearing people, nation. You see? That's why, again, when John seen it, he got mesmerized. The angel was like, why are you looking at that, hole like that?
Right.
Which we're going to get to that part. I had said?
Deuteronomy
7 and 6, right?
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So what he gave his people was the ability and the capacity to comprehend truth. He gave them the ability to know. Read it again.
This is back at the online etymology.
The highest faculty of the mind.
Right, intelligence, late 14th century, the highest faculty of the mind.
Right. And what Esau, Edom, the wicked America wants to do is give you what? Artificial intelligence.
Right.
Okay? This is the end game. This is what it's going to come to. Artificial intelligence is going to be the way that now it governs the earth in order for the ultimate deception to take you away from the highest faculty of the mind, to take you away from true intelligence, to take you away from the truth.
Organic.
That's what you see what I'm saying? So we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 32 now, right? Deuteronomy 32 and 8 and 9.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
All right, now stop there. Go to Deuteronomy 33, 10.
This is Deuteronomy.
No, Salaki. Sirach 33 and 10.
All right.
Sirach 33 and 10.
Okay.
Why he going there? Read that again real quick.
Once again, this is Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Okay, you there?
Yep. Sirach 33 and 10.
Because it's dealing with an inheritance being divided, right? Go ahead.
And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
Yep.
In much knowledge, the Lord has divided them.
So he divided, separated and divided is one and the same. The way that he divided these nations ultimately was through the knowledge that he gave them, the ability to comprehend, the ability to understand, Intelligence is what he gave each nation. This is what separates the highly exalted from those that are brought low. Go ahead.
In much knowledge the Lord have divided them and made their ways diverse.
That's it. You want to keep going, that's cool, but that was the point. That's the end of 10, right?
Yeah, I mean verse, so that was the end of 11.
But okay, go
I
ahead.
went verse 12.
Go ahead, you keep going.
Because it says, some of them have he blessed and
Yep.
exalted,
Yep.
and some of them he sanctified and,
And
set near himself.
the highest faculty of the mind. Some of them have he exalted to be on a level, to have high level intelligence, to be able to break down the mysteries. Go to Matthew 13, 9 and 10 on that note too. You know, if you want to make a point of, you know.
I mean, that's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's plain
Yeah.
when you look at the scriptures. The Lord gives you the spirit to understand how He set up judgment. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 9. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
And parables. The Revelation is a book full of parables, allegories, dark sayings. All right. Again, we're going into the admiration of the great horde, the mystery. What do you say? Mystery Babylon,
Yeah.
mother of harlots and of great abominations.
Of the earth.
Go ahead.
Verse 11, he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Come on.
So there you go. The knowledge wasn't given. Didn't he say the kingdom of heaven is within you? He gave Israel the highest faculty of the mind, which will bring us to the kingdom of heaven. Okay? And these laws, statutes, and commandments in this book is that exact wisdom to get there. With some,
Hey, you said since it's that book or that exact wisdom to get there.
yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23 real quick. It says, for the Most High created man to be immortal
Yep.
and made him to be the image of his own eternity.
But he only gave a certain, he only gave a specific men,
That's right.
you know. He only allotted a certain nation of men, all right, because the nation begins with the men. The women don't make up the nation, the men make up the nation, all right. Now the women are a part of the nation, but the nation is kept alive through men. Men carry the seed, okay. So if the men are eradicated, their line is eradicated.
That's right.
You know, read it again.
So this is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23. For the Most High created man to be immortal.
But there's a knowledge of immortality. Give me Sirach 19. There's a knowledge of immortality. When he created men, he didn't create all men to be immortal. He created a specific man to be immortal. Those are the ones that he set with the knowledge of wisdom, understanding of righteousness. Because righteousness is immortal. According to what? Wisdom of Solomon 1 and what, 14, 15. The knowledge of righteousness. Go ahead, Sirach 19.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Sirach 19 and the knowledge of the commandments is the doctrine of life and immortality. Yeah.
All right, this is Sirach chapter 19, verse 18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. Verse 19, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
But he's only given the knowledge of the things to do to please him to Israel.
That's right.
That's what Baruch 4, when you read Baruch 4, it says, happy are we, because the things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us. Happy are we, O Israel. All right, so that's what the separation is. So there's no other nation that can go into this book and break down the mysteries of this book outside of Israel.
That's right.
Because it was only given unto Israel.
Right.
That was the points. If you wanted to finish that, I know it's a little bit more.
Okay, just jumping back. It's Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 24 now. Because it says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Yeah, came death into the cosmos, right? Because the sons of God were meant to be immortal forever. but it's going to return. We're going to return into that estate. Immortality will be accomplished on the earth by the Lord's elect, right, first, and then the rest of the Lord's chosen people will be grafted back in, you know, meaning coming back through the loins of those elect men, they will be immortal souls as well. Okay?
Yeah, get part, because it's beautiful. You said grafted in, thinking like the tree. Going back to
Right.
that Sirach 19,
Yeah.
part of that tree, of the fruits of the tree
Of immortality.
Come on, man. So it bring what? Immortality to the
Bear
rest of.
fruits, gonna bear fruits of immortality. The tree of immortality is gonna bear fruits of
Come
immortality.
on, man.
The fruits are gonna be immortal.
Come on, man. So it's gonna be beautiful. So like going to that too, like when Yahweh Shah HaMashiach come, well, he's gonna destroy this artificial intelligence.
It's gonna destroy artificial
To
intelligence.
bring the organic
Right,
intelligence. You know what I'm
right.
saying? What you gonna bring that immortality,
Right.
remove this cup that Esau Edom, the devil, has pushed into this world,
Gonna
man.
do away with the madness. Ain't gonna be no more madness.
More sipping on that.
No more sipping on madness, man.
Yeah, gun.
So let's go back to Revelation now.
Yep. So this is Revelation 17 and verse 5 now,
Come.
right? Because it says, "And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, Mother of Harlots."
Oh, you on 4. You on 4.
Woman, go back to 4.
Oh no, Salaki. I was at 18. My bad. Go ahead. You good.
Okay, con. This is Revelation 17 and 5. "And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth."
Yeah. And this is what it promotes. So it says Mystery Babylon the Great. All right. So go to the blue letter right there, Bon Babashah. Let's get this word. We're gonna take a look at this word, the Great. Right? The Great.
What was it? Revelation?
Revelation 17 and 5.
My bad.
You will pass me the T right here.
All right, this is great in the outline of biblical usage. G3173, outline of biblical usage. Great of the external form or sensible appearance of things or persons, in particular of space and its dimensions as respects mass and weight. Great, compass and extent, large, spacious, measure and height, stature and age, of number and quantity, numerous, large, abundant.
Of number and quantity. Go ahead. That's a key. That's a good one. Of number and quantity.
Yeah.
Because nobody has more foreign soil. I think it's like 700 some embassies. Matter of fact,
Let's see.
what country on earth has the most foreign territory? Now you stay where you at, bro. You in one spot, then we're gonna do it like that. Don't, you know what I'm saying? You already locked in on something because you know what I'm saying, it's just easier that way. Baby. So you know, that's like hopscotch. Bam, bam.
Foreign.
What country on earth has the most foreign territory?
All right, territories.
It's like embassies. Like
Yeah.
America got like 700, like 800 embassies throughout the earth.
Yeah, military.
Military bases. Yeah.
All right.
It's
close.
exposure.
Yeah, it's kind of close. Where it says this AI overview, it says the United Kingdom and France are tied for the most overseas territories. The United States follows with 14 overseas territories.
Nah, that ain't what we're looking for. They talking about territory. They talking about
We need to
military.
type in
They probably
embassies.
talking about embassies,
Yeah.
military, like foreign. They occupy foreign soil. You know, they occupy. Probably the word. You know, you got to occupy.
Well, I guess America losing its power, I guess.
Nah, that ain't right. They ain't lost that power. Nah,
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
number in the 700-800s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all know, I mean, I know y'all, I told y'all that, but I was born on the Army base
Yeah.
in Europe.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's known. You just ain't putting it in right.
Yeah, or they just hide
China,
it.
I mean, not China. But
They ain't hiding it. You gotta put it in right. You gotta put it in right. What you got in there now? What it say?
Most basic thing they can put, what country has the most embassies? I mean, this is as plain as possible. You know, so it says China has the most diplomatic missions with large number of embassies associated
Nah.
in other countries. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put it in, but it's occupations. I think it's occupations.
Military bases.
Cause that number ain't even right, like what we looking for. It's like in the 700s, 800s.
Military bases.
This say the United States. Let's see what it say. We say military bases, like you said. I put occupations. It did say United States, but that might be thinking about. Let's see. This one. That's it. That's it. That's it.
This is AI overview. It says the United States has the most military bases with around 750 to 877 bases in 80 countries.
See, in 80 countries. Now it's what 195 countries on the earth, something like that. It's like 195, something like that, and they got military bases in 80 countries.
Yeah.
See,
That's like probably 40% or something like that.
come on, bro. That's power.
Mm-hmm. That's the empire.
That's an empire.
Mhm.
That would be great.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
So if you want to read some more, go ahead.
Uh,
Salaki. I knew it was a way you had to put it in.
Word.
This is how you worded it.
Yeah,
You know.
but it kind of came to me because he was like, I was born on a military base. Well, oh yeah, let's search
Military base.
Yeah, let's search it like this.
So you knew that they taught y'all that.
Mhm.
When y'all got
Yeah.
oriented, or what do you call it? Orientation. You got what you call it? Basic training. That's like
Yeah.
basic knowledge that they
Mhm.
teach y'all.
Mhm.
Yup.
But that was it.
That was it.
Yeah,
Come. The water. Salaki too. Go ahead. On the great.
All right. Of number and quantity, numerous, large, abundant,
So that's dealing with quantity, number, abundant. Go ahead.
of age,
Mm-hmm.
the elder, used of intensity and its degrees with great effort, of the affections and emotions of the mind, of natural events, powerfully affecting the senses, violent,
Powerfully affecting the senses. Violent,
mighty,
mighty.
strong,
Yeah.
predicated of rank,
Predicate. This is where we at now. See, this the point right here. Predicated of rank.
as belonging to persons.
That just jump. Predicated of rank. Right now, jump down to the Strong's definition.
All right. The Strong's definition. Compare also big, literally or figuratively in a very wide application. Fear, exceedingly great, high, large, loud, mighty, sore, afraid, strong, 2 years, prolonged forms, feminine, plural. That's all. Let's see.
Yeah, but it's just, the one was really predicated on rank.
Yeah.
Yeah, predicated on rank. What it say under there? Should have said somewhere, and you don't see anything it said about authority.
Highly esteemed, predicated on rank.
Highly esteemed, predicated of rank. Can I
Authority.
see it? Authority, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, authority right there.
Yeah, predicated of rank. Let me see it. That's it. So, because you got to go under predicated of rank.
Mhm.
So, when you go to predicated of rank, it says it's belonging to persons eminent for ability, virtue, authority, power.
Come on, man.
See?
Right.
That's it. That's it. Now, we're going to go to ChatGPT now, right? Before we continue reading this chapter, we're going to go to ChatGPT, right? And I pull the information up where I ask ChatGPT the questions. So when you click on them four, it should be in order from the top to the bottom when it pull up. The first question I ask to the second question, the third question. Like 4 questions I asked, I believe.
The admiration of the Great War.
Nah, that's Google. Nah, this is more information. We already read the admiration of the Great War. So you go back to it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep. That's it. So this from ChatGPT, right?
It says, hey, what country has the most power and influence on Earth? It says that's definitely a complex question.
Yeah, it's definitely a complex question.
Mhm.
When they don't want to give you a definite answer,
Yeah.
they always use complex.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go
So we
ahead.
can answer around it.
So they can answer around
Mhm.
it. Go ahead.
And it could depend on how you look at
It
it.
could depend on how you look at it.
Military power, economic influence, culture impact, and so on. Generally speaking, the United States is often
Now
considered.
you want a general speak.
Yeah.
Because when you get through saying all of that,
Yeah.
it's already pointing to America.
That's right. In all the categories.
It's all in all them categories, they dominate.
Yep.
You know, when you go throughout the earth, which now we in times where they're losing their power.
Mhm.
We in the times where they're losing their power. But for so long, when you went throughout the world, you had the countries that wanted the McDonald's and they wanted to
Right.
be
Mhm.
involved in the NBA and the sports and all of everything America had to offer. They wanted to be in it. They wanted to take part in the dollar bill.
Mhm.
You know, but now we're in the time where America's at its downfall now. So they getting away from that. America is not leading the wave in economic development no more. That's China and Russia with military development, weapon defense development, resource development. They're not leading that anymore. Okay? Which they're not gonna let you know that, because that's not the destiny that they want to accept.
Mhm.
You know, the scriptures say that inward thought is that their dwelling places shall continue forever. So they want you to think that it's still that most dominant power in the earth that can't be touched.
Mhm.
You know, that's why it's known as the virgin daughter of Babylon. You got it, bro.
It says, generally speaking, the United States is often considered one of the most powerful countries globally, especially in terms of military and economic influence. But countries like China and European Union and the European Union also have signified sway. It really depends on the angle you consider. It says, could you give me a more definite answer? If you could, just pick one country. Sure, if we had to pick just one, the United States is often considered the top in terms of overall global influence.
See? So there it is. So I went on. Go ahead.
It says it leads in military strength, economic size, technology,
It leads in military strength, economic size, technology,
innovation,
innovation,
and cultural impact.
and cultural impact.
Of course, that can shift.
What was the #1 genre of music in the world? I don't know if it still is, but for so long, what was the #1 genre of music in the world?
Hip hop.
Where hip hop originate from?
Right here.
Yeah.
Babylon the Great,
Yeah,
America,
Babylon
New York.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, the hippie.
Oh, Queens.
Yeah.
You know, So the number one genre of music in the world came out of America. That's cultural influence. And who is the face of hip hop? Jay.
Jay.
You see that?
They trying to take it.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
It says that can shift over time, but right now the U.S. is typically at the top of their list.
That can shift over time. It is shifting. It is. We are exactly in the time of it shifting, because that's what the prophecies say. Right? Go ahead.
It says, so has the United States of America led the earth in being the superpower from some time? It says, yeah, definitely. The U.S. has been a superpower since the end of World War II.
They've been the superpower since the end of World War II. You're talking about 1945. Okay? So, what? 2045 would be 100 years, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what's this, 2025? So you're dealing with 80 years that it's been a superpower. Go ahead.
And its influence really grew throughout the 20th century and into
That's
the
8
21st
decades,
century.
man. That's 8 decades
Yeah.
you've been dominating
Of power, yeah.
of power.
Mhm.
So who the hell else would be Mystery Babylon the Great? The proof is in the pudding. The factual is actual.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
The actions are the facts, man. Go ahead.
It says it has been a major player in global politics, economy, and culture for decades now.
Yeah.
And you ask, so was it a superpower above all the other countries on the earth for some time? Hold on. Yeah. But it says, yeah, for quite a while, especially during the Cold War era. And afterward, the U.S. was pretty much the dominant superpower. It had a significant lead in military capabilities, economic strength, and global influence, often outpacing other countries. That's definitely been the case for a good stretch of time. Yep, and it says, and you said, were there any other superpowers on Earth before the United States of America?
Now watch this. Were there
Uh-oh.
any other superpowers on earth before the United States of America? And this key for breaking down Revelation 17. Now listen to what it's going to say.
It says, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Before the U.S., there were other superpowers, like the British Empire,
The British Empire. Wow, I wonder where America come out of.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
which was dominant during the 19th and early 20th century.
Okay.
And there was also the French Empire.
Oh, wow. I wonder what people the French are.
And the Spanish Empire.
I wonder what part of America was occupied by the French.
Yeah.
I wonder what part of America was occupied by the Spaniards.
Mm.
Huh?
By the British.
Mm.
Come on, man.
And even the Roman Empire.
And even the Roman Empire.
Woo! Hey,
So you just name what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 7 heads.
heads,
You just named 4 of the 7 heads of the beast that the whore sit on, man. That's damage. That's damage, man.
Yep.
Hear what the Spirit said to the churches, man. He that have an ear, let him hear. Come on, man.
Yeah. And supposedly AI don't suppose to have the information knowledge to go back that far, but
Come on, man.
you see,
All the way back to the Roman Empire.
they know, man.
They know,
Yeah.
you know,
What they want to decide suppress,
suppress
Yes,
and
the
speak in complex terms and
Yeah.
general and
Yeah.
you know, come on, man. They know because these people know who they are.
Yeah.
All right, that was it. More.
It just say each of these had periods where they were the dominant global powers in their respective eras.
Come on, man.
Yep.
So they're showing you what the source of this information is really coming from, because it was other dominant forces
Right.
in the earth at times, but somehow they only named the Edomite empires
Right.
that the United States came out of,
Yep.
Come on
Yep.
which Revelation 17 lets us know. Right? So we're gonna go back to Revelation 17.
So this Revelation 17 and verse 6 now. And I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
Right, so the blood of the saints, when you go to the prophet Nahum, he spoke on woe to the bloody city. It was all full of lies. The prey departed not. You know, America was established on the bloodshed of the so-called Native American and Seminole Indians that was over here, which are actually the Israelites according to the Bible. All right, they put the name Native American Indian on these people. Okay, the forefathers of America are celebrated here today. Columbus Day, you still got Columbus Day. He was an Edomite. Okay, and you had the other guy, Amerigo Vespucci. All right, he was another one. Okay, that's who America was named after.
Now I think about the Soto Cortez.
Yeah, this land we in right now was conquered by Hernando de Soto, a Spanish conquistador. Okay, that's why you got right here looking at the Hernando de Soto Bridge that they built in commemoration to him. You know,
Soto County.
the Soto County. You know, come on, man. You got Hernando, Mississippi, which is basically like the capital of the Soto County. Go ahead, man.
Yep. So it says, Revelation 17, finishing up verse 6. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Now we're gonna get that word. We're gonna get that word admiration in the etymology, and then get the word wonder in the blue letter. One of y'all get. You gonna get the blue letter?
Yeah, I get the blue letter.
And you get the etymology for admiration. And then you get the word wonder. Let's get the word wonder right there first. In the blue letter.
All right, this is a wonder in the blue letter outline of biblical usage, G2296. To wonder, wonder at, marvel, to be wondered at, to be had in admiration.
To be had in admiration. You know? Now you get admiration. That's really it. When you get admiration in the etymology, see what it say.
It's a noun from the early 15th centuries. It says wonder, astonishment, surprise. It says a wondering at, admiration, a regard with wonder, be astonished with regard to wonder, wonderful. And it says see
miracle. That's what I wanted. It say see miracle.
Yep.
Now when you go to miracle, right? now watch how cold this is. Watch what miracles say.
Yep. It says a miracle from mid-12th centuries, a wondrous work of God.
A wondrous work of God. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Most High's hand.
Yes.
You see, America is the work of the Most High. So the power that you got through rape, robbery, and murder, the Lord allowed you to have it. Give me Job 9:24.
Hey, Bob, good shot.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A little more.
Go
It
ahead.
says in church Latin, a marvelous event caused by the Most High.
A marvelous event caused by the Most High, man. You know, these people overthrew the empires they came out of and became greater than the empires that they came out of, man. All along is the same people, you know, at war with themselves. I was looking at a video, it showed, you know, the money that they paid to get these different territories in America before because Alaska, one thing about Alaska, I didn't know that, they told Alaska used to belong to Russia.
Yep.
So they bought Alaska from Russia, you know. Which they Edomites too, even though they're not a part of the beast, they are a part of the opposition that's going to destroy the beast, man. Okay? Which we saw that video where America is losing their power and influence to the BRICS. That was Richard Wolff, I believe, that was breaking it down. Yeah, that
Okay.
Richard Wolff. I think that might have been Richard Wolff. But go ahead, bro. Some more.
No, that was it. Yep, it just say miracles, signs, wonder, and power.
So this is a work of the Most High. Give me Job 9:24 and give me Sirach 10:4.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Who gave the earth over to the wicked hands?
Sirach 10:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Right. So you see that? This is a miracle that these Edomites came out of the caves, right, of the Caucasus Mountains, and reached this great power. It's a miracle. That was the work of God. But it was his work ultimately in the end to destroy you. All right? To eradicate all wickedness out of the earth.
Right.
You got something?
Yeah, precept. This
Go ahead.
Daniel 4:17.
Look.
It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of man, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of
And
man.
that's exactly what you got ruling now. The
The
basis of men. So the highest faculty of the mind is in the position of the low position, the seat. You know,
Upside
and
down.
it's upside down.
Right.
You know, and the lowest faculty of the mind is ruling. Give me Ecclesiastes 10:7. See, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking on the ground.
Yep. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Now jump up to verse 5.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler.
Yeah. So the evil that's going on in the earth proceeds from the ruler. The people that are ruling the earth are the most evil people on the earth. Meanwhile, the ones that the Lord gave understanding of wisdom and righteousness to, they're the servants. Being demonized and being made known as a reproach and a mockery and an astonishment.
That's probably why the Lord said he cherished the poor.
That's it, because that's what that represents his people, the lowly, the meek. Watch that bug.
Hey, what Matthew say, what
Did he
blessed
get
are
out
the blessed are the poor, for theirs are the kingdom of heaven. See, that's who the Lord dealing with, the poor. That's his people. Because ultimately, what does Esau call us in his kingdom? What? The poor, the lower, the society,
The minority.
the minority. When we the majority,
Right.
actually,
It's more of us than it is of them. But that veil, the covering the faces of the judges thereof, you covered up the most powerful people on the earth, and you sowed discourse and you divided them so that they won't understand the power that they obtain. They won't be able to know the type of power that they have as the sons of God. But everybody on the earth know, I'm talking to this white girl last night. Yeah, she was from Kansas City, but she was actually a Jake. Her daddy was a straight up Jake.
Yeah.
But she looked like a straight up white girl. She came to town for Charlie Wilson, Elder Barge.
Jake.
She know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jodeci.
Yeah.
She Jake. She showed me old pictures, like she had her hair straight, she like real curly, kinky hair. But she was into that side of her, her family.
Yeah.
But that's just what it is, because we got the salt. Even in the lowest estate, you still want to be us.
Yeah.
Really, you want to be us, man. But you can't, because the Lord didn't give you the knowledge to be like that. He didn't give you the juice, man.
Yeah, basis of man. I can't get the word
Come,
basis.
come.
This is the word basis in the Google dictionary online. It says base, but it says of a person or a person's actions or feelings without moral principles.
There you go.
Come on,
And,
man.
and when we went to the AI overview in the Google,
Mm-hmm.
it talked about moral decay.
Yep. Moral decay.
Basis, a person without moral principles. What was that, a lightning
I
bolt?
don't know what type of money it was. It went straight to this track, went straight to my
Yeah.
mouth.
Beatles with the armor on.
Yup.
Spitting that sweet, we spitting sweet thing, that honey.
That's it. That's it. It's trying to get some. Go ahead.
But good, that's the point. Oh, it says denoting or befitting a person of low social class.
Low social class.
That's Esau Edom.
That's Esau Edom. You know? He was always the base man. You know?
I remember one time you when I first was coming out here, you was speaking about it like the base model. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a vehicle, then you got one with all the bells and
You're
whistles.
right.
But then you got one that got roll up windows.
Yup.
You know, it don't got no CD player in it.
Nope.
It just got a radio.
Yup.
Base model.
Base model. Ain't got no bells or whistles. Yup.
No radar.
Jake got all the bells and whistles, man. Physically, mentally, and spiritually, especially spiritually. But the Lord's only unlocked that talent in the elect. But that's beautiful, brothers. Y'all got something else? We can go back to Revelation 17. Let's go ahead and take it home.
All right, this Revelation 17 and verse 7 now. And it says, and the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her.
Angel basically like get on John the Revelator,
Yeah.
like snap out of what you looking at, why you marveling, like why you in awe of this whore.
Yeah.
You know? Like I said, and that's symbolic of really how all the prophets in this time at one point was.
Yeah.
Before, you know what I'm saying, we snapped out of we was caught up in the Babylonian, you know, buffoonery.
Yeah. How she was shaped.
Yeah.
How it looked, how
Yeah,
it
the
presented.
American dream,
dream,
you know.
Uh,
Go ahead, bro.
And it says, and the beast and of the beast that carrieth her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns.
Yeah, they seated on the beast, and the beast that carried her have the 7 heads and the 10 horns, right? So the 7 heads, we'll break down the 7 heads for you, right? But you had the Greeks, the Romans, the French, the Spaniards, the British. I missed something.
Jermaine Major, Jermaine.
Nah, that's is that the 7?
Yeah.
Jermaine Major, you're right. Jermaine Major, because I named 5. You're right. Jermaine Major, Jermaine Minor. Yep. So that's the 7. Okay. But go ahead.
Yeah, and it says, and the beast that and the beast that thou sawest was and is not,
Was and is not. Right? Go ahead.
and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Right. So that's the Roman Empire. When the Roman Empire fell, all right, they went into the Caucasus Mountains. The Caucasus Mountains represent the bottomless pit. You know, Georgia, Russia. They went into that region. You had a time known as the Dark Ages, which was 1,000 years of Jake dominating. All right, you had the Moors that was ruling during that time. The Byzantine Empire, they won't tell you this, but this was predominantly Jake. So-called black people were ruling the Roman Empire at that time. Okay, it was the Eastern Roman Empire that was their rule, the Byzantine Empire. The Western Roman Empire, it fell, man. And Edomites were on shit, very base level. You know? Go ahead.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's called the bottomless pit because of the resources that were lacking. You know, it was completely depleted of resources. You know, they were eating bugs and shit.
Yeah.
You know, really living like fucking animals.
Yep. Not cleaning themselves.
Yeah, and that's why when they came over here, when they came up out of the bottomless pit after that 1,000 years, you know, when they started going on these inquisitions, they call it the Spanish Inquisition, the French Inquisition, you know, basically they was going looking for a fucking miracle. And the Lord gave them the miracle they was looking for.
Yeah.
You know who he led them to? The children of Israel.
That's right.
The sons of God gave you the ability to live like gods on earth. You didn't know how to wash your ass. You didn't know anything about agriculture.
Nope.
You didn't know nothing about mining resources, because you found out about the gold that the Native Americans had with Montezuma.
Yeah.
And you had that fucker Pizarro,
Yeah.
you know, that came over here, and then y'all was going back and forth over to England with Queen Elizabeth
Yeah.
and King Ferdinand, which they was Jakes. Go ahead, bro.
So this is back in Revelation 17 in verse 8.
And that's funny, because you know y'all will tell the story about the pilgrims, but the word pilgrim mean looking for a miracle. It deals with people looking for a miracle. You was looking for a miracle, man. You didn't know how to wash your ass. You still don't. To be honest.
It's Revelation 17 and 18. And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition.
Shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. So when they came back after the Dark Ages, you had an era known as the Renaissance, the rebirth. And what were you doing during the time of the rebirth? Iconoclasm.
Yep.
You start destroying all the images of the saints, the true people of the Most High. That's why the scriptures say the blood of the saints.
Yep.
You start destroying the Lord's people. And the earth was made for the Lord's people. You start destroying it too, and you still doing it.
Yep.
That's why the earth, shit, damn near finna cave in. It can't take no more. All these years not keeping the land Sabbath, you know. The earth is depleted of all the nutrients. It's not yielding its strength, because all you do is reap. You got a process called fracking, where all you fucking do is just keep drilling down in the earth and extracting the oil out of the earth. Just extracting all of the oil out of the earth and storing it in reserves. What would happen if I look at it like a doctor drawing your blood?
You're right.
Like if you just keep drawing all of your fucking blood out of you, you ain't gonna have no life in you. You know, oil is a lubricator in the earth.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's exactly what it is. It's a lubricator, because the earth is made of foundations. You know what I'm saying?
And them plates
The
start
plates.
shifting. That's when you
Yeah.
get earthquakes. That's
Yeah.
why you got so many earthquakes.
Yeah.
You know, if you draw all the oil and the resources out of the earth, you know, the earth gonna dry up.
Yeah. And just hoard them. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't
Not
doing no
common
more.
sense.
Yeah, just hoarding them.
Yeah.
Cause I got more oil.
Yeah,
I got more
more
reserves.
reserves.
I got the ups and the power and the influence.
Don't
And,
care
you know,
nothing about the earth.
I don't care nothing about the earth. That's why the Lord say He gonna destroy them that destroy the earth.
Right. And back in Revelation 17 and 8, finishing off, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is.
So those whose names are not written in the book of life gonna continue to wonder. But see, we ain't wondering no more. Lord willing, we are those sons, those men that are written in that book. Because He's took the veil off, He's took that covering of the wicked off of us. Go ahead.
That's right. And it says, and here, verse 9, and here is the mind
Give me Isaiah 25.
which hath wisdom.
Here is the mind which hath wisdom.
The 7 heads are the 7 mountains
Governments,
on
kingdoms. Go ahead.
on which the woman sits.
On which the woman sits. Go ahead.
And there are 7 kings.
Mm-hmm.
5 are fallen, and 1 is.
5 are fallen and 1 is. Right? Go ahead.
And the other is not yet come.
And the other is not yet come.
And when he cometh,
When He cometh.
he must continue a short space.
Uh-huh.
And the beast that was and is not, and even he
The
is.
one that continued a short space was Great Britain. Okay? It's the one that it continued a short space. Go ahead.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th.
He is the 8th.
and is of the 7,
Okay,
and goeth into perdition.
he is the 8th. So America is the 8th empire. Okay, which came out of all 7 of those. All 7 of those empires are the same nation of people. You know, and America came out of Great Britain. You know, but you had the Book of Daniel go into was it the three horns, and the little horn came up.
Okay.
You know, the 3 horns represents the French, the British, and the Spaniard. You had that war, which was the Revolutionary War,
Yeah, you had that.
where those 13 colonies was fighting for their independence, man. Going back to the word entity, independent organization,
Yep.
you know? So it's that ultimate entity that is dominating the earth right now. So, I mean, it's a little bit more.
Yeah, and it says, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition.
Going into continuing on in that perdition. You know, ain't nothing changed. Their program remains the same. You know, they that's what they do. They destroy. That's how you know who they are. The man destroyed how many tons of food? Remember that food that was supposed to go to the homeless?
Man.
Some billions
Was
of
it
dollars
500 tons of food?
Yeah.
Tons.
You just burnt up 500 tons of food, man. People starving.
That's why it's beautiful that we brought out that Job, he that plow iniquity shall reap the same,
Yeah.
man. Because as we read, what he continuing perdition. He's still headed for destruction.
That's it.
That's because that's what he plowed into this world.
That's what he was designed to do. He can't go outside of his design.
Mm.
You know, but he was designed to destroy so he can be destroyed.
Yes.
And it's ultimately the Lord's, you know, it's his theater. You know, all the world's a theater, man. And the Lord, hey, we can't do nothing outside of his will. We just thankful, the water Yahweh our shot. He given us the highest faculty of the mind, man. You know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, to be able to know him, the water Yahweh shot for setting us near him, to know his righteousness, know his judgment, understand the mysteries of this world, man. Because we ain't out here without a purpose. We ain't out here on a whim. You know, when shit hit the fan, this is the foundation that we have to stand on. You know, to death do us part. The real holy matrimony, man. You know, is the elect men, all right, the 144,000 with Yahweh Shai. Okay? Some more. Where you at? We gotta get into burning her and stripping her.
All right.
Where you at? Which verse you at?
12.
Yeah, keep on going. We're gonna keep on going to like verse 16.
All right.
And pull up Revelation 17:16 to AMP, and we'll leave it there.
This Revelation 17 and 13 now. Finishing out verse 12. And it says, and thou sawest the 10 kings which received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Right? So the 10 horns in short is the European Union. Okay? Go ahead.
And it
The
says,
European Economic Community. That's what the 10 horns represent. Go ahead.
and the 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
Yep.
These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Verse 14, it says, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and kings of kings, and they that are with him are called, chosen, and faithful.
There you go. Called, chosen, and faithful. Israel was called. The elect of Israel is chosen. Okay? And they're going to be proven faithful through these testimonies. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 15, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
There you go. It's breaking it down. The vision is broke down within the chapter. Go ahead.
And it says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh.
Like it just told you in the AI overview, you know, they gonna turn on the whore. So you already got, matter of fact, I did this earlier. Just do this real quick. How many countries are leaving NATO? Google it. How many countries are looking to leave NATO?
Okay, they got the singing.
Come on, man. How many countries are looking to leave NATO when you Google it? It might pull it up the same way. Hopefully pull it up the same information mine pulled up. Because I forgot to actually screenshot and send that in the class chat.
Is that it right there?
Yep. See? See, France, Turkey, Greece, Canada, Iceland, you know. So you can just read, that's a few. And Turkey is major. When Turkey leave, it's over with, man. It's really over with. But you can read that little information right there. Just you go ahead and read it.
All right, this is how many countries are looking to leave NATO in the AI overview. As of late 2025, no member countries are officially seeking to leave NATO, while no nation has ever left the alliance since its formation in 1949.
Go ahead.
Public and political calls for withdrawal have been made in several member states.
Now that's what we want to. That's what we want to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Public. Read that part. Public
and political calls.
and political calls
for withdrawal
have
been made in several member states.
Go ahead.
Including the United States.
Because the United States is talking about abandoning NATO. All right. But that's the spirit of prophecy being stirred up right there in itself. They're gonna hate the whore. America is the whore. And Trump had a statement where he said, Spain. He said, "Fuck Spain," basically, for lack of PC terminology. But in so many words, he said, "Fuck Spain. We just removed them out of NATO." You know. Go ahead.
Yep. France, Turkey, Greece, Iceland, and others.
There you go. Don't major. Don't major. You know, France, especially Turkey. Turkey got the second largest military in NATO. And then Canada. You know, Canada don't really want to fuck with America. You know? Trump talking about making Canada the 51st state. They said, fuck nah. So we seeing this place crumble. But if I get Isaiah 25 for the end and get that Revelation 17:16 in the AMP. We get Isaiah 25 and 7, and then we'll end Revelation 17:16 AMP. 25:7.
This is Isaiah chapter 25, verse 7. And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
And that's this time. That mountain is talking about Babylon the Great. Okay, the covering cast has been destroyed, man. Okay, and it's continually being destroyed. As you go to Isaiah 47, all right, it says, uncover the locks. You know, make her bare. Thy nakedness shall be seen. So America is exposed, man. Babylon the Great is exposed, man.
And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
There you go. There you go. And the prophets are doing that. Beginning with the men of great millstone. From the apostles on down. That's why we are here. We know our purpose. We know why we're here, man. Go ahead, bro.
So this is Revelation 17 and 16 in the AMP, the Amplified Version. And it says, in the 10 horns which you saw, and the beast, these will hate the prostitute, and will make her desolate and naked, stripped of her power and influence, and will eat her flesh, and completely consume her with fire.
And then she's not gonna be no more. Completely consume her, man. Okay? So, like the title of the live, Lord will you are edified with the admiration of the great whore will soon be no more. Until next time, we're giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, right? Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala,
Wahab Babal,
Wahab Babal.
Rise Israel, destroy confusion, Shalom.
Shalom.
Peace to the elect.